we go. There we go. Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Hello. Hello, Lucy. Yeah, sorry. Hi. Hello, Margaret. Alrighty. I had some difficulties getting the streaming software going. That's why I'm a little late. But yeah, thanks for tuning back in. This is our first stream since finishing the animation. I'm a little burnt out, so I'm gonna do some style studies today. At least starting out. I want to do some studies of Con Liu's art because I find it really cool, and I want to do this too. So let's see. I'm gonna pick some of my favorite ones. I really like the drumming one. He's just got such a good sense of like movement and color. That's good. So okay, I got that. I want one with water as well. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, at least I'm still doing art and I'm still improving. I tend to see whenever I'm in a post big project little slump, the best way to get going again is to just study somebody's work and get re-inspired. So I'm just kind of looking for something. He's got the one that's pretty good. I wish Google Images could load a fully rendered version of some of this. Again, that's. I feel like I know which one I'm looking for, and I just want to find it. There's like one with cool rocks and stuff. Let's see, water, or really, ooh. All right, that's pretty good. That's pretty sick. Shoot, how do I choose? I'll go with this one because I really, this guy's got such a good sense of. When making a pitch booklet for a pilot or show, what do you recommend? That's a great question. Let's see. As I'm getting warmed up here, let me think. I know that I've made some in the past. Let's see. Let me find my. Because you kind of want to go in depth, but you also kind of want to leave it simple. Oh yeah, I did make one for the show. This was I was working with this really awesome gal named Alison Lockhart. She's been a line producer for a lot of awesome shows. Knights of Guinevere, one of them. And I was getting advice from her about what I should do, where should I be going next. In production and all that stuff, because I'm a storyboard artist. I don't know the production side as much, so I was getting some advice from her. So essentially what makes up a good pitch show, pitch packet is you want to keep it short. If you have art for the show, that's really useful because it'll let whoever is looking at it know what the show's gonna look like. So I'm essentially making all of the art that would show up in this thing. Yeah, all good, Margaret. Watching a movie. I appreciate you lurking. I appreciate it. So, oh gosh, let's see. Can I? Oh, let me find a way to share this. Maybe this. Go to here. Oh. Modify the window. Okay. Here, we'll look at this. This is my little Google sheet for it. Whoa. Oh, now it's giant. Okay. Still cut off at the... Oh, damn it. Still cut off. This is very rudimentary. I was mainly making it just so Allison could get the gist of the show. There's more stuff you should put in there. This was very like hastily made, and so it'd probably make it a lot better the next time around. But title, and then a quick your log line. Title and the log line. The log line for Last Fire Sprite is woke up in the distant future. She's a relic from the distant past. A warm and naive girl is the last of a magical species trying to survive in a cold cyberpunk world. I have since changed this to a young fire sprite is the last of her kind trying to save a cold cyberpunk world, because I think it kind of tells you a little bit more. But then showing who the characters are, a little pitch for who the character is. Sometimes there could be a lot of information on this page. I was trying to keep it nice and brief. There's a little bit at the bottom that's kind of cut off, but it's the hero of our story, standing 6 inches tall. Blaze doesn't seem like much, but she's more than capable of burning her way out of trouble. She's loving, naive, and lost in a world she doesn't recognize. And so I have her little character turnaround. And then we have one for Axel as well. This was all the art that I had done at this point, so I'd probably have more in here. Street smart with knowledge of all that goes on in within the underbelly of... Ooh, this is an old... Oh, wow. This is old. It wasn't called that. It's called Pact now. It was called Omnia. Then I changed it to Pact. Street smart with knowledge of all that goes on in the underbelly of Pact. 15-year-old Axel, so I list their age, their name, and give you an idea of who they are. It was experimented on by a shadow corporation and wound up with a dangerous biomechanical arm. I should include something about him being a scaredy cat in this little blurb for him. But yeah. And then this is again just like, this is just all of my other stuff I put on like one page, because again, this is all that I had at that point, so I just kind of threw it all in here. And then you want the story plot with Insight and Incident. So the city of Pact is a futuristic city, so setting the stage. It's a futuristic city where the citizens are bound by spectral chains. After 1,000 years, Mount Fireblood awakens, and so has Blaze along with it. She makes an unlikely friendship with Axel, and the two band together to achieve their goals. Blaze learns that she is the last of her kind, but refuses to believe it, and seeks to find her people before someone horrible finds her. So we get an idea of what the show is going to be about. She's searching for answers about her people. She's trying to stay free and not captured, and we have this bond with Axel. Now I'd probably also include Sky in this, that she makes an unlikely friendship with a street rat and a pompous princess is how I tend to describe him now. Just because there's a little juxtaposition there by introducing them that way. And then a little bit more identifying the world of the Last Fire Sprite. 70% fantasy, 30% sci-fi. It's fantasy punk. And really this is, you are pitching this to, typically you're to like an investor, to a producer, whatever. So you need them to get it. So I use all these colorful ways of highlighting things. This world is rife with magic, hoarded by an elite ruling class. Everyone else uses the technology handed down to them to get by. The chilling curse has plagued the countryside for millennia, but with the fire sprite supposedly gone, how is the curse being kept at bay? Is a question that's being raised. And there's a ticking clock. Mount Fireblood just became active again. Because, and I just said that earlier, it just woke up. That's a ticking clock. It's it's active. And some brief big themes for the show is one small act can change the world. Get it? She's small, but one small change, one small just spark of this idea of her being a spark of flame that this world needs. It's in the simple things. With some of the other themes of found family, love, and music, and oh yeah, it's a musical too. And then I would essentially go on and explain. This is as far as I had gotten it, but and this page isn't done, obviously. But then I would go on and explain, like, this is also a musical, and every episode will have a song, and here's an example of the theme song, and it's really helpful. They love it if you have like an actual animatic to pitch them. The general advice is you keep it brief. You keep it very brief, and then prepare additional information afterwards, in case they are leaning at the edge of their they're at the edge of their seats and they're like, okay, I'm in, tell me more. And then you have all that ready, but you don't unload all that all at once, if that makes sense. It's kind of well known, maybe, I don't know, but for when they were pitching like Avatar: The Last Airbender, they had just the simple pitch. They were like, here's what it is, here are the characters, yada yada. And then Nickelodeon, or the producers, whoever it was, loved it so much they spent the next, like, I think it was like 10 hours. It was like, maybe that's a hyperbole, but it was like an extended amount of time wanting to learn everything about it because they loved the pitch so much. And so it was good that the creators came into that meeting with that brief explanation, as well as, okay, sweet, we're also ready to explain literally everything to you, that literally every question that you want. There's usually a page in here listing the episodes and the plan of what's going to happen in each episode, because again, they want to know what this first season looks like. And yeah, that's my little spiel about that. When I have a better iteration, I'll let you know. Did I like mess up my little capture here? There we go. But yeah, fun stuff, right? I hope that was helpful, Lucy. Okay. So now let's see. Yeah, okay. New to making pitch booklets and pilots, so yeah, you're welcome. I know there's plenty of free resources out there that you can reference. But yeah, I learned a lot of it from my mentor, Peter Murrieta. He was you ever watched Wizards of Waverly Place? He was the creator of that. And so I learned a lot from him. And then like most recently, refreshed from learning from Alisoon. Let's see. So now I'm gonna do some studies, and maybe doing these studies will lead me to feeling better, or not feeling better, just gaining inspiration of what to work on next. I have a lot that I could be working on. I just don't know what. I want to work on. So we're just going to do some studies. I really liked this one because it has fire in it. Oh, man, I wish that was a larger image. Here, I'm gonna find that again. Let's see. That's pretty sick. God, like, there's just something like, this just looks so good. All right, I'll go to freaking Pinterest. Gosh, please. Hold on. Let me hide all this, just in case. Thank you for following, Marcus Matthews. Let's see. Let's see. And of course it didn't. Oh, great. Yeah, you know what? I will keep this like that because, you know, there's all these ads. Okay, so that. Oh yeah, and then I really liked this one. That's. It's not fully. God, how do I get like full resolution stuff? Yeah, he makes some cool stuff. He makes some real cool stuff. I just like, I want to get to the point that I can just sketch like that, because that's the crazy part, is all of his art he considers sketches. And if you watch his speed draws, you can see that. Just crazy. Did he also do that one of? No. Okay. Sweet. Okay. Okay, I will try again. Let's see if this is a better... Was that even smaller? I feel like that was even smaller. Okay, whatever. Okay, so this is our reference. Say hello, reference. And now I'm going to create a border. I am curious what brush he uses. I know he mainly works in probably like Photoshop or something. That's what a lot of concept artists, because he's a concept artist for Riot Games, and being a concept artist is kind of, it's really demanding. You have to like be really fast and efficient. All right. All right. Okay, so I don't want to pull from this at all. He uses an orange sketch, and I'm just gonna try to replicate it. Already I feel like I'm failing. Okay. Yeah, I feel like I learn a lot from studies. One of the favorites that I've done was I analyzed and broke down the Toph's little intro scene from Avatar: The Last Airbender, of like where she fights the boulder, and like I felt like I learned so much more doing that breakdown than like all of my years of like practice of studies of like learning from school. Okay. Right now I'm contemplating. I'm not really all that warmed up, I'm realizing. But see, there's like this way that he renders the fire. It's so bright and vibrant. I'm thinking about the anatomy here. I quite literally came across this like realization looking at this guy's art. I was going like, man, can I find like a guide, like, you know, of how to draw like this guy? Only to realize that really the best way to learn how to draw like somebody is to just actually study it. There's not going to be like an easy tutorial. You gotta break it down. Can't tell what's going on with this arm, but it's definitely holding on to the other. Hey, what are you doing? I feel like there's like a fist right here. Because I know if you're holding on to something like that, you're doing this, there's no way that you're... It looks like she just swung it. So maybe it's kind of a... Just kind of a swipe that way. But then why would... Oh, I'm seeing it. Can't believe I didn't see that. So her hand is right here, actually. Ah! Turn off the giant eraser. It's right here. In the fire. That makes more sense. This makes more sense with how arms work. Okay, so then... I finally did the thing I've been telling myself I was going to do for months, and reached out to meet my neighbors in my apartment complex. Got some cookies and brought them over. I really only got to meet one of them. Nice lady. Everyone else, I kind of just left it at their door if they didn't answer in time. Within a reasonable time. It's like that. And let's look at this. So he probably puts the eyes below this thing. She's got hair. I actually really love how he draws hair in motion. It's really cool. Okay, so what's missing here? This needs to kind of go like that a little bit more. And that there is this like... I think that's getting close. Let's look at how this is going. She's got this big old pike kind of thing. Forget what the correct word for it is. And I think he kind of just goes right into the color. How much is this? Is white, just straight up white. So we're in white, and then it kind of gets a little bit, but I mean, even then, and then we kind of get right. That's still pretty light. Even like the darkest color on here. It's more of like a brown. I mean, it's orange. It's interesting. I'm going to try to place the colors exactly without actually like color picking. I'm going to try to just do it and go to, I think he used the round, just like a nice normal round brush. Can't really tell what's over there, and then we have leg. Can't believe I'm actually starting to like just the normal round brush. I've always kind of like avoided it like the plague for some reason. Let's see. So then we go, it'd be a little bit more, it'd be cooler. And like this kind of shade right here. Yeah? Yeah, okay. Definitely blends in areas. And, you know, the name of the game is actually Speed with this, so let's see. Did I download this? Ooh, Fire Cat, that's cute. Okay. Come on. Come on. Okay. Let's break it down. It's all about being quick, actually. So I gotta try to be a little bit faster. So definitely have a little bit of, okay. Welcome, Amanda. I'm doing a study. I'm studying art, the art of Kan Liu. He's a concept artist at Riot. And I just really want to be able to... He does like sketches, man. He does really good sketches, and I want to be able to do that. This is what I'm referencing right here. Let's see. I think I need more of this. It could be a little bit warmer. Boo, fun stuff only. Thank you. Yeah, you know, I've been working on the same thing for like a month, so I kind of wanted to. I need a little study break, essentially. That's just how I tend to get out of my funks. Is I gotta do a little study. He's kind of got. Let's see. But then there's also, so he adds a little bit of blue, just like softly right here, and just a little bit there. Go back to this. I don't know if I like the soft round brush. Don't know if I'm a big fan of it yet. And then there's... I'm pretty sure he probably just has like his color palette set at this point. But yeah, I finished Cassidy's art potluck thing. It's pretty dope. Kind of niche, not sure. 1,000 years. You're funny. That's pretty good. That got me. 1,000 years jump scare. Especially she's being Rick rolling. Honestly, yeah. It's my Rick roll. Let's see. I think this is just, yeah, it is just straight up white. Hell yeah. Does not look the same. It's not looking the same so far. Definitely need that blue. Welcome, Caitlin. I'm doing a little style study today. Let's see. Yeah? Luna's chortling in her sleep. Good, doing good. Yeah, just trying to getting out of the little art funk. Or really just, just finish that big old project. So I just felt like the logical next step was to do a nice little style study to keep myself learning. I know he uses smear brush often. I actually, yeah, I really want to show you what I did for Cassidy's thing, but I probably better wait. Oh, Moby. I think I'm gonna go back to my pencil. I just like it better. I feel like I can do more with it. If I can find a way to do this style with my little pencil tool, I'll be happy. Just like how it feels better. Right, she does have an ear. It's already going so much better. Okay, lagging, so I might not be able to hear everything you say. That's fine. Thanks for following, Caitlin. I appreciate it. Let's see. Okay, so... God. This is tough. This is a toughie. We'll go with, see, now I'm just gonna be color selecting. I'm bad. Alright. Let's see. So I want to try to keep this momentum, a momentum of like, okay, I'm going fast, and I'm working at Riot Games, and I only have, like, this is my warm-up drawing for the day before I go and do concept art for Riot Games, you know? That's what I gotta try to envision. So that I, too, can have my warm-up sessions be this cool. Can't tell what, yeah, I mean, clearly that there is a hand here, but knew that this was going to be in the fire, so did not really flush it out that much. I don't. No, the artist that I'm studying works for Riot, so I am envisioning, I'm trying to, you know, live up to what he has to work with right now, in doing this study. Like, okay, he's trying to be fast. He's, yeah. No, I do not work for Riot. I am not that cool. Let's see. And it's like, oh, she's gonna have shorts. And then okay, so clearly there are darker portions of this. Keep my iPad up. Yeah. Yet. Thank you. That'd be pretty sick. That'd be a cool goal. I feel like for me, I would just like... It would feel like a what? you pick me? Are you sure? But yeah, if this is your first time tuning in, Caitlin, I appreciate it. Usually I'm working on my own show called The Last Fire Sprite. I just finished working on a rather lengthy project for it, and so this is my means for recovering from that project. Just to keep myself avoiding burnout, essentially. And over the years, I've discovered that the best way for me to avoid burnout is by studying some cool art. Because then it starts giving me ideas, you see? I think the hair is probably the last thing that he did. I grabbed a couple to study, but we'll see. Started buffering right after you said, if this is your first time. Nice. Working on your own TCG based on cryptids and folklore. That's cool. Kasai Rex. Ooh. That's fun. All right. We don't see much of this arm, but it is kind of like going like that. Oh, that's fine. Yeah. It could just, yeah. Could be my connection, who knows. Let's see. So he's probably thinking of where these shapes are. Of light. Maybe I go a little like less opacity for this. So she just has that. That's kind of, yeah. Welcome back, Caitlin. Don't have an Insta, don't really mainstream platforms. I get you, I get you. I'm wondering if I appear older than I am in public, because I think I got hit on, I was being hit on by an older woman the other day, and my oblivious ass kind of didn't realize that that's probably what she was doing until she left. I was going like, oh, is that what was happening? Where are we? Yeah, okay, that is kind of in the orange. For my health. Yeah, it's it was weird. Oh, that was me erasing. I was going like, weird. It looks blue. Okay. Yeah, it was interesting. Not what I had expected going into that. Well, it was just I don't know. Yeah, this lady was kind of like spending a lot of time talking to me, and then I think because I was like working a little front desk kind of thing for my local improv theater, and when I was like, okay, I gotta get back to work, she looked like disappointed. I was going like, and after she left, I was like, wait. But like, she totally seemed to be like more in my, at least older than me. It felt weird. It was odd. It was a weird feeling. But that's also just me. I'm kind of bad at that. Let's see. I think it's actually a lot darker than I think it is. That isn't. It's about a 40% chance of working. She wasn't really flirting, she was just talking to me a lot. I don't know. Maybe I'm overthinking it, but it was also like I had just gotten my food, so I was kind of like, okay, bye. And then she kind of looked like oh, okay. I was like, oh, oops. I'm not super digging this. Okay, let's see. The beard, it could add a few years, yeah. Yeah, and I was kind of just like, ma'am, I'm 27. Oh yeah, yeah. No, I used to do the Fakemon content. Yeah, been a little bit. I've kind of been integrating them into the show. Let's see. Went straight to asking him if he's ever seen things that weren't there, and then went straight into the story about the homunculus. That's funny. Guns blazing. Honestly, yeah, men are pretty easy. I feel. I think all you have to do is just be like. I think all a man has to hear is like, "Hey, do you want to go out?" And they'd be like, "Okay." Because I am very oblivious. Yeah. Whenever somebody's flirting with me. Because I don't know, my mind just doesn't go there. When I'm in public, I just go straight to, like just trying to be as kind as possible. Um, so I just don't think about it. I just think that people are being nice, um, or whatever. But yeah, I do think. Okay, so this, and then trying to keep up. I gotta keep up the pace. Keep up the pace. Ugh, something about how this face is set up is really bothering me. It's definitely intent behind it, but is it all the mouth? If I get rid of the mouth, will I be happier? No, it's also. And this is the part of the study that I start growing from, where I'm like, okay, I've got something to learn here. Okay, that's looking a little better. Reaping what you sow. Let's see. No, I think I am starting to make it look a little better. I am going to lower the opacity more. So this acts more like a brush. I can just keep adding things to. Let's see what our... I mean, it is really pixelated. It kind of doesn't... Not all that reliable. I think that's looking better. I think I just need to move that eye. The eye was looking weird. And then, let's see. Interesting. It's more of a red. Weird. Isn't that crazy how it looks blue? That's cool. I like that. I like learning color theory, Charlie. I love learning color theory. Okay. Clearly, I mean, you know, this guy has obviously the experience. I'm just trying to catch up. Let's see. Stay on for a short time this time. It was... Oh yeah, sweet. Yeah, thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. To my #1 fan. Let's see. Let's see here. Go. Yeah. So the face tends to be in darkness in a lot of his stuff, and the light is like behind his characters. There's like this little... Alright, so now I'm just gonna color drop this. I want you red. I don't think it was that bright. I think it's as bright as the eyes. Okay, that's looking better. Slightly. Ever so slightly. Okay. I'm learning things. Genuinely. Cool. So then, let's look at where our hair starts coming in here. There's a shorter thing I can call you, Art Smith. You can just call me Smith. Yeah, Smith is fine. Welcome, Margaret. Finished that movie already? Or has it been that long? No way. Starting to get the hang of my study a little bit more. Okay, that's actually just part of the hair. Then maybe, you know, once I'm done with this study, I will try to do one of my own from scratch. That could be cool. Don't know if I'll be confident enough to do that yet, but we'll see. Oh boy. Boo. I like how I have 2 bots active and like I can't catch this kind of stuff. I don't get it. Whatever. Okay, so then okay. Let's keep going. I think the hair, or still part of the neck right here, is gonna be darker. I think it needs to be even darker. And then we got a little bit of like dark gray, similar to this gray. Darker than that. Oops. It needs to be a little brighter. Getting there. Okay, I want to change this to my this brush as well. Hmm. Needs to be warmer. Meow? Oh, hello. It's Luna time, everyone. Luna is awake, and she's taken over the desk. Oh, hello. Hello, my love. How's your nap? Okay, okay. Hi. Miss Meow. Probably a good sign that I should take a stretch break and a water break. Drink some water, gang. Let me hold you, my love. All right. Let's see. But yeah, just take a sec. Yeah, I'm gonna drink some water, go use the restroom. BRB. I return. Hmm. Yeah, this is looking alright so far. I do think the bottom of the face could be a little longer. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. The fire's gonna be fun. I can tell you that. Clearly not afraid to just like throw in some lines here and there. Yeah, that feels more warm though, so I think it's more of the orange. It's kind of like a rim light. It's an orange rim light. And the edge of it as well. Okay, I'm learning things. At the gym and my phone hates buffering, so now I'm audio only. That's fine, that's fine. It's all good. You'll just hear me yapping. Appreciate that you're listening to me at the gym. That's cool. Visualize the art. Yeah, there you go. Just imagine it looks really good. Totally awesome. It's actually kind of sick. Let's see. Go here. There should be a little line for this. Make it a little darker. Okay, I think let's see. It's looking pretty good, actually. Surprisingly. I didn't think I'd get this far. Right. So this should be this. You can see leg kind of comes out like a little plum. Thank you. Yeah, it's looking pretty good actually. It's funny what working in a different style than my usual does. It is fun trying out a different style. I think that's important for any artist. And then it's gonna be essentially, let's grab this down to here, comes down. Can't even pretend I understand what how to draw these outfits accurately, but he probably has character design sheets for all of them, or just an idea of how his characters look. We have a little bit of light here. It should be as light as this. It's kind of looking like it, yeah. This would be a fun one to... Yeah. Okay, oh yeah, okay, I'm seeing... Actually... where I've been going wrong. Maybe? I don't know. Might be okay. It's definitely the darkest part of the arm, right here. And then it comes down a little bit. I think this needs to be erased a little bit. Yeah. I don't know where that connects to, but that's fine. Do you think it needs to be darker? Even darker than that. Okay. Obviously, this is taking me a lot longer than you'd want a sketch to take, but I'm learning things. I'm learning things. Obviously, when you're as much of a master at it as this guy is, it just kind of comes to you better. It's all about that practice. He knows what to do. Her bottom leg isn't as thick as it should be. I think. Let's see. I think something has to be tweaked. What if what happens if I just go like wink? You can see how off it is. Which is a lot closer to the camera in my version. Yeah, okay, that leg is not nearly thick enough, and then that one needs to be further away. So much of my process is turning on a layer, not turning it back on. Okay, so she's got this leg. It just needs to be more in the distance. Oh, oh, what did I say in there? Let's see. Bumper of the thigh here. That leg's not being. Oh yeah, yeah. While you're at the gym. Yeah, that's funny. Your leg's not thick enough, Margaret. You're like, I know, that's why I'm here. Okay, so then I have this kind of thing going on. Turns at the treadmill, yeah. More squats. Okay, so then bunch of shading. Let's bring in give me my little sketch. Okay. Right. Okay, so that's all done now. Or, not all done, but I feel good being there. Now I just gotta... Now I get to study the reason why I wanted to study this in the first place, which is the fire. The fire and the flames. Think. Think, damn you, think. I don't know. I'm gonna make a new layer. Just so I don't draw over any of the stuff that I like. Contemplating if he started with the fire first. Unfortunately, he only has like 3 speed draws posted. Which I'm just like, dude, please. I need it. Okay, so our darkest color, anything with color, we want to start with the darkest color. And it looks like it's this. It's kind of dark orange, which makes sense, it's fire. He's like, okay, I'm gonna draw the shape of it. It is like, ooh, it's swiping. She just, I don't really know, because she just swung her sword like this. You know, I don't really know what's going on, but it looks cool. That's all that matters. Let's see. That's my life's motto. I don't really know what's going on. Let's see. So then it obviously engulfs the hand, as you do. Oh, there's my fire engulfing my hand again. Okay, and then, oh boy, I almost want to use my like paintbrush. I feel like he uses like a paintbrush for this. Maybe a little Blackburn. Let's see. So then let's just like work it up. Probably goes to a little brighter orange next and kind of layers it in. I don't like this paintbrush. If I bring back the round brush. Let me go to my paint. Oil brush? No, where's oil? Oil paint. Will it behave like oil paint? Ooh, maybe. It's not the effect I want. We'll do it with the normal pencil. Ooh, normal pencil. Just the normal, basic brush. Okay. Clearly, it's kind of... And then this is like a... right at the tip of this yellow right here. Okay, let's see. Okay, I feel like I'm getting lost in the weeds a little bit. Like this just, it's so complicated. There's so much stuff going on. How do you balance it all? I believe he makes our base first and makes it all kind of blended in. And the closer to the camera it is, the more details there. So the more he leaves in all this stuff. I don't know if you have. I'd be happy to share it though. I'm a big fan of at least animated movies. Treasure Planet, Emperor's New Groove. I love that movie. Let's see what else. I always loved The Mask with Jim Carrey. Love Across the Into the Spider-Verse, and in association, I also really like Across the Spider-Verse. I do have my issues with Across the Spider-Verse, but I still love it. Let's see. I've been falling in love with Studio Ghibli movies recently. Now that I'm like allowing myself to watch them, and yeah, they're really cool. I really like Howl's Moving Castle and Princess Mononoke. I'm in fact prepping a D&D campaign, or writing a D&D campaign, kind of based on elements from Mononoke, Legend of Zelda, that kind of vibe. Really? Yeah, I recommend it. I'm a big... I really like Treasure Planet. I think it's really underrated. I think like anybody who watches it will tell you that. I don't want to be like one of those annoying fans. But I don't think there's any annoying fans of it, but just in case there are. Yeah, done dirty by Disney. It's supposed to have a sequel, even. They kind of purposefully botched its release so they wouldn't have to give it a sequel. And also, a driving force behind it was trying to kill off, and this is like potentially conspiracy theory territory, but also kind of confirmed that they really just wanted to transition to 3D movies, 3D animated movies, because at the time, CGI artists didn't have a union. They weren't unionized. So, you know, big old corpo Disney wants to come, wanted to go on in there and be like, sweet, let's pay them non-union rates. Let's kill this other medium. Yeah, that was I think Kratzenberg, is that his name? He's the one who like greenlit it, and then like the new guy came on into like the guy after Kratzenberg came, and he was like, "What the hell is this?" Or maybe it was Kratzenberg that did that. I don't know. It was somebody, one of like, I know Kratzenberg was involved. Yeah, it's unfortunate, very unfortunate. Okay, this is interesting. But yeah, it was also one of those where they're like, we're gonna make a tax write-off because it didn't do well, and it didn't do well because we didn't market it. Yeah, definitely the Disney way. Okay, so then really like wavy, like almost as if it's been like hit with the liquefy tool, man. God, it's cool looking. It's not fair. Other movies that I like. Gosh, I gotta think. I think like How to Train Your Dragon was up there for quite a while. Let's see. So if I do this. Hmm. Yeah, what other things do I like? Gosh. I've been watching a lot of TV recently. I really liked Project Hail Mary. That was cool. Came out recently. Um, I genuinely wonder, like, is he using the liquefy tool? That Pokemon. Oh yeah. Yeah, maybe. Is there Blood on the Clock Tower coming up? Because that could be another good time too. Let's see. What if I try the liquefy tool? Does that kind of... Whoa. See, right? I feel like he used this. Kind of just like naturally adds this like sense of like twisting to it. Oh. Oh. 2 concerts? Hell yeah. I don't mind. I don't mind how long it takes. It could just be one of those things that takes forever to happen. I don't mind. Let's see. If I go ahead and just mess with my cloud brush. I'm being quick. I'm being an awesome industry guy. Oh yeah. Whoa. Okay, and then I'm like, oh, this is like a... What is this? What is this here? I don't know. It's like some kind of thing right here. And then... Slow burning Pokemon. Yeah, yeah. Exactly. Let's see. Oh, there's a whole, like, staff I have to draw. The fire's looking kind of alright. Oh, shoot. Didn't even realize. I was forgetting this little bit. I say right after saying it was looking good. Definitely, like, meant to look out of focus. So he's thinking about that, which is cool. Think about trying to make sure that it looks out of focus. How do you do that? What are you doing with that? Are you just selecting it and put it on the Gaussian blur? It's the easiest way to, probably. Okay. Oh, right. The staff. So... Now, how do I put you behind this without... Yeah... I feel like I just gotta go... like this. Oh, yeah, and she still has some fire right there as well. Like that. Okay. I hope I'm learning something from this. I feel like I am. Let's see. Zoom it in so I don't kill my hand. Let's see. So it goes back behind her head. Oh, sorry. Welcome, Mizuki. Uh, yeah, I'm doing a little study. Um, yeah. Yeah, and the fire effects. Yeah, yeah. Figuring stuff out. Noon for you. Oh, right. Yeah, you're over on the other side of the world, aren't you? And slept before midnight yesterday. Good job. I did not. I swept. I got to sleep way after midnight yesterday. Okay. Um. Getting there. Getting there. Oh, we'll just go here. And now this. It's kind of creating fire effect. Here we go. Okay. This way I can kind of just focus on it. Oops. Careful. Hmm. That's flowers. No, I'm not. I'm just gonna use what I have. Okay, so then you're kind of going like this towards the foreground. A little bit of makes sense, and then get some of this. Okay. And then really this would just be me erasing at this point. Yeah, Conway, yeah. Yeah, he's really cool. Yeah, I've kind of done it, haven't I? Let's see. This is my mistake of using an oil brush. Okay, so then maybe Blackburn can help me out with that. Okay. Lost my this. Okay, and then I think I just gotta flesh out the hair a little bit and maybe tweak the face. Probably much more of a warm gray now that I'm thinking about it. So there's dramatic lighting happening here just from having this fire glowing right here. The drama, the intrigue. Let's see. Let's see. And then go to here. Could dye your hair any color, what would you choose? Oh, gosh, I don't know. Pretty happy with the color of my hair. I would be interested in see what it looks like all white. I think that's always like that's the anime choice. I don't know. I think purple could be fun. It's similar like with a tattoo. Like I've just never considered it. I've never considered it like an option that I would want. But if I had to choose, yeah, I do think the anime white would be pretty fun. Let's see. Not that, I'd kind of want to lean into like a metallic color for some reason. I think that could be neat. Yeah, obviously, yeah. My thing is like, once you do it though, like, you know, you're kind of stuck with it for a little bit. I guess unless you dye it again shortly after, but I think that's kind of like frowned upon, or at least you're warned not to, because it'll just make the hair color like worse. I mean, you have like a bunch of it stacked on top of each other. Remember, like, somebody dyed their hair one color and then they didn't like it, so then they bleached their hair and became like, it went from like dark to orange because of that. True. Yeah, wigs. Yeah. Hmm. We're kind of there. Kind of there. Hmm. I think we're kind of there. That's too much. Hmm. Too much. I think it's fine the way it is. I shouldn't mess with it. Looking pretty good. I can't believe I did that. That's cool. Yeah, it's kind of the same. You can definitely tell where the style is kind of different, and maybe I can. Let's see. I think I want it darker than that. Ugh. It's like a little bit of shine in it. A little bit of shine in it. Very cool. Very cool. oops. Here. Okay. Let's see. Maybe it would have been easier to move the singular image. um, right there. Okay. This is actually kind of cool to see the back and forth. So we can see. I kind of zoomed in more. Obviously, I have a little bit. Mine's a little crisper because this is just whatever quality I can find on the internet. Wish I could find a higher quality image. It's really just, yeah, kind of like more zoomed in, huh? Okay, so I do want to try one last time to find a higher res version of this. It's crazy to me that this isn't the highest resolution version of this. It's kind of hard to find like a singular place where all this stuff is. I guess he does have a hit on Kara. He might have it here, but it might all be collections, huh? Well, let's look for it. Yeah, I feel like all the collections are just him zooming in on parts of it. Yeah. Okay, well that's unfortunate. But yeah, I mean, like, this is the guy known for like doing insane water effects. I wanted to start out with fire just because I really like how his fire looks. I think what we've discovered from studying it is that he starts off with this. It's very cloud-like. It's not very flame-like. It's like a giant cloud that's like moving with her. Starts with this dark orange, almost brown base, and it's really just that and the bright. Like it's really just like mainly really bright and accented by those darker colors. Oops. Let's see. Okay, so we're going to export a PNG. I don't think Cassidy's here, or I don't think anybody else from the server's here, but I made this for Cassidy. She won the potluck, so this was her reward. I drew 2 of her characters. This is Aries and Pisces. They're both D&D characters. Zodiac signs turn D&D characters. And you can see I was experimenting with Conliu's lineless kind of style with these 2. That was my goal, was like trying to emulate his style with them, and I really like it. But yeah, let's see. So I guess we'll crop this. You know what? Let's make it a dark background. For the heck of it. I don't even have to do that. I can just do that. Yeah, you can tell I was studying from him, figuring out the water. Okay. Let's do a little cheeky signature in the bottom as well. And then when I post this, you know, I'll do that whole like, you know, studying from this guy, do the before and after, have like, I don't know, 3 different pictures in the carousel. Let's see, just realized. Still more I want to tweak with this. Yeah, let's do a cheeky little signature. Let's think. Any other artist styles you might want to study in the future? I don't know. My last study I did was this gal. I don't know if let me find their Instagram. They do a lot of Danny Phantom fan art. And so and I just really like their style. It's really cute. Let me see if I can find them. I don't know if I can easily. Or did I just kind of like take screenshots? They're probably here somewhere. But like right here, this is like kind of what their art looks like. So for this one, I went and traced them in red, and then I tried replicating them in the black line. Yeah, I just find really, really cool. Really like it. This is like another one. Sure, yeah. It reminds me a lot of the style that I'm kind of going for the show. So I liked studying that. I don't know what. Okay. Right. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I have a lot of artists that I follow. Let's see. Some would say too many. Some would say not enough. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, let's... Little artsmith. Let's see. What is my logo? I say, having a logo. Here, I'll grab my little guy. Never mind, I gotta go to the other one. That's the square iteration. Yeah. And then export as a PNG. There's too many artists, yeah. Especially in this day and age. Absolutely. Yeah. Usually an underscore here. Let's make it impact so it's all nice and squashed together. Reduce the kerning. So, oh, please. Stop it. Okay. We'll export it again. Yeah, I need to just stop because I know that I could just be like tweaking this forever. But no, yeah, I think it's fine. I think I've established, I've accomplished what I wanted. Which was to study this style. That's pretty good. I want to do more of these. Probably, I want to do more of this artist specifically. Let's see. So then I did that, and then I already have that picture saved. So then I'll just go to this one, put it in the middle. That way when I crop it, I'm just cropping it to be a square that Instagram will like. To appease the Instagram overlords. Which is the algorithm. Let's see, crop. We have a square. A square. a square. Or else it will consume me. You're correct. You're very correct. Make a duplicate. Nope. Photos app didn't like that. It said, in fact, I'm going to crash. Please, don't, I don't know. Stop that. Stop it. Reset. No. Okay. And then let me adjust it. Don't do that. Don't lock it. I don't want it locked. I want free form, please. There we go. Sweet. Okay. Just realized don't follow your art page. Oh, that's fine. That's fine. You already watch my streams, and that's very generous of you already. Let's see. Okay, I think I'll wrap up the stream there. I think that was a good study. The ones that I want to do next, I really like this one. I really want to study this one. I wish I could find some like good quality versions of this. Maybe I need to just subscribe to his Patreon so I can get all the This one's actually a high res, so that's nice. I mean, we can see here it looks like a fully rendered image, but then if you zoom in, you know, this this fish, you can tell is just kind of painted onto there. It's not like fully rendered. Same thing with her. If you really like look at it, it's really just like the bare necessities. Obviously the water is crazy. I don't know how the hell he did that. Probably just from looking at an image and then studying the image. But still, like, insane. I don't even know how you do that. I don't know how you sit down and go like, oh, here we go. But yeah, I really like this one. I love the sense of motion that he captures. I think it's really... He uses the effects to accentuate the movement of something. Also, there are some smears, which is cool. But he can argue that it's probably like whatever paint is like hitting this, which is kind of sick. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah. I'm gonna sign off, and let's see. I'm gonna see if there's anybody else still working. There's anybody else still streaming? Looks like. I'll send you over to Tiamato. She's doing a little art stream. That or Hisui. I haven't rated Tiamato in a while, so I'll do that. Yeah, have a good night. So let's see. Oh yay. Okay. Oh gosh. I need to get better at using this dashboard. Let's go with that. All right. Thank you all for coming to the Forge.